For years, hospital linen use has been driven by practices that are rarely reviewed for cost effectiveness. The unnecessary rewashing of clean linen and the recirculating of damaged items are just two examples of routine inefficiencies. But if nursing staffs are given the right information regarding linen use and its role as a consumable hospital supply, it can result in significant cost savings for the hospital. A recent industry report cites that 25% of a hospital linen budget is used for purchasing replacement product. Processing, however, takes up 75%. Clearly, reducing the poundage that gets washed offers the greatest opportunity for cost savings. This concept of using the least amount of product to produce a favorable clinical outcome is called rational consumption. In the next few minutes, we'll show you how to apply that concept through proper linen usage and inventory control methods. But before we begin, remember, always follow standard precautions and infection control practices when handling linen contaminated with blood or body fluids. If you have questions about proper handling, contact your hospital's infection control practitioner or linen room supervisor. We'll start with the effective use of individual linen items. The therapeutic mattress allows patients to rest comfortably and helps to prevent early skin breakdown. To assure the pressure-reducing benefit of the mattress surface, use the minimum amount of linen between the mattress and the patient's skin. Do not use mattress pads or bath blankets in place of mattress pads with a therapeutic mattress. The knit-fitted sheet provides comfort and adapts to a variety of mattress sizes. The knit weave, however, makes it susceptible to holes that can enlarge easily and make it unusable. That's why pinning or taping anything onto a knit-fitted sheet should be avoided. The pillowcase at the head of the bed should be changed daily, while those used for propping or positioning should be changed only when soiled. Also, pillowcases should be used to cover pillows only and are not meant to be used in place of the laundry hamper bag. Draw sheets are designed to turn patients and were used to hold bottom sheets in place before the widespread use of fitted sheets. Draw sheets should not be used with fitted sheets unless the patient is non-ambulatory and needs lifting. Draw sheets can also be used to cover patient chairs or wheelchairs, as they are generally lighter than a flat sheet. A flat sheet should be used primarily as a top sheet. In the absence of draw sheets, they may also be used as covers or to lift patients who are not incontinent but require lifting assistance. Reusable underpads are designed for incontinent patients or those experiencing drainage problems and should be used as a lifter only in those cases. Don't layer them or place other items between it and the patient's skin or the fitted sheet. Remember that the underpad weighs more than a draw sheet and therefore costs more per use. Use patient gowns only as needed. Before bringing one into a patient's room, determine their actual need or desire to use one. Also, when placing the gown in the soiled container, undo all snaps and ties to help avoid damage during laundering. Patient gowns are now designed with overlaps of 10 inches or more, which provides adequate coverage, so double gowning should be avoided. A bath blanket is used to keep patients warm during bathing and retain warmth after surgery. It should remain in the room for the length of the patient's stay and be changed only when soiled. Although it feels heavy, a bath blanket is loosely woven and should never be used as a lifter. As with bath blankets, a thermal blanket should be changed only when soiled. Layering a single thermal or bath blanket between two flat sheets traps warm air and can provide warmth without the weight and discomfort of additional blankets. Rational consumption is also achieved by rethinking our behavior and attitudes toward linen. Here we'll show you some examples. Never write on sheets, scrubs, pillowcases, or other linen items. This ruins the item since the ink can't be removed by laundering. Placing tape on linen items causes the tape residue to become permanently bonded onto the linen during laundering. The resulting damage makes the article unfit for future use. Don't cut the sleeves or ties on a patient gown. This causes permanent damage to an expensive linen item that can't be repaired. Don't throw away a washcloth or use them as rags or cleaning cloths. Regardless of how soiled they become with patient use, they can be laundered up to 10 times for the cost of a new one. Our final points have to do with the critical area of inventory control. Nursing practices can play a major role in making sure that the adequate quantity and quality of linen is available. Hospitals should attach a linen discard bag on clean linen carts and closets to remove clean items that are identified as unacceptable for use. These items will then be evaluated further by the linen department and possibly repaired and returned to service. Evaluate the patient's daily needs before bringing linen into the room. This way, you avoid distributing clean linen that won't be used immediately or storing excess in the bedside stand, closet, or nurse server. Limiting linen access to staff only also discourages theft, which is a major contributor to linen replacement. Following the guidelines we've just shown you for the rational consumption of linen items will help you and your facility provide the best linen service for your patients at the lowest cost. Now let's hear from some hospital professionals who are making the concept of rational consumption work for their organizations.
Linen has a tremendous impact on a hospital's bottom line because reducing poundage translates to dollars to that bottom line. For example, when we first started linen utilization program here, we were running at 16.6 pounds per patient day, and we've been able to reduce that to 13.6, which is really very close to the lowest benchmark national average, which is, I think, 12 pounds per patient day. So we've been very successful in that by teaching our nursing staff to control the use, but not to impact quality patient care, which is so important to them.
We used to purchase over $1 million of linen back in '95. Now our purchases are less than $300,000. They've been averaging less than $300,000 the last 4 years. Our processing costs have come down because we've educated nursing on violations such as linen being in the rooms. And it's not a matter of educating them that linen's in the room and that's a no-no. You take it from a practical nursing approach, which is it's an infection control issue. You don't want that there.
I've been a nurse now for over 20 years, and during the time when I was working the floor and doing direct patient care, I never worried about how much linen I used, where it came from, whether or not it was there. I just expected it to be there when I wanted it. Well, I think a lot of nurses have that same mentality, just give me the linen. However, in the last few years, I have learned how much it really does cost a hospital to provide that linen. And it is really a matter of educating the nurses in this respect. And many of them are very willing to change their practices. No one has ever told them what it means to the hospital, you know, the amount of money that's being spent. And it's not that nurses don't want to comply, they just don't know. No one has bothered to tell them.
For more information on proper linen management, or for questions or concerns related to linen service, be sure to contact your facility's linen department.